Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name? Man, I can't live.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharane's World right here on YouTube. Let's go. What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? How is everybody? Afternoon, evening, however you want to put it. How is it going for everybody? Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World right here on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Let's go. Let's welcome everybody. Round of applause to everybody up out there in the street. Yes, let's welcome all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that's out there that just want to educate yourself. And you already know, let's give a big round of applause to you narcissistic men and women up out there in the street. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane World, everybody. I hope everybody is staying blessed, doing what they got to do. Staying focused. Not dealing with no narcissists up out here in these streets. Welcome to Sharane's World. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole goal is for you to break your cycle, educate yourself, understand what's going on and what's going wrong up out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen, right here locally in Binghamton. As you know, I'm a peer mentor survivor, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an advocate for the community, for domestic violence. Let's go. Listen, guys, welcome to Sharane's World. We're going to get into it. We're going to let some more people come in. We're going to let this live flow through real quick, Let everybody get settled in, do what they doing, whatever they doing. Let's get people to join. Let's welcome everybody on my YouTube channel. Let's give a big round of applause to all my subscribers over there. Let's go. And let's give a big round of applause to all my peoples on my support group page on domestic violence and narcissistic relationships. I survive. Big round of applause to you guys. And let me give a super round of applause to everybody that's up on my main page. Big round of applause to y'all. Alrighty. And to all the people that truly, and really support Sharane World, and to all you people that's out there that's really getting education, that's inboxing me, letting me know what's going on, supporting me. Listen, I appreciate every last one of y'all. Let's go. Because only if you know, Sharane World still has a story to tell. My story still doesn't end just because I thrive. We still have the after effects. We still have those things to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. We still have the things like, the after effects that you have to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all stay focused right here on YouTube, okay? Let's go. We're going to end this music right here. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody, right here on YouTube. Let's welcome all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that's out there that just want to educate yourself. And you already know, let's welcome all them narcissistic men and women up out here in these streets. Let's go. Yes, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, you don't got to subscribe, but make sure you hit the like button. But if you do subscribe, turn your notification bells on because you never know when Sharane World is going to come up here and go live, okay? And you don't want to miss it, all right? So listen, all right, it's part 2 of staying off them dating, ladies and gentlemen. Stay off them dating apps. All right, I'm not going to keep telling you guys. I'm quite sure y'all heard my last video, but I'm telling you guys, stay off them dating apps, okay? Especially if you mingling and doing whatever in Broome County, Binghamton itself. And honestly, it's no matter where you're located. Okay, this you can be anywhere. All right, this awareness is for anybody that's anywhere and everywhere. Okay, stay off them dating apps. You're not gonna find your husband. And you ain't gonna find your wife on there. What you gonna find is people that has narcissistic and DV issues, whether they're a male or a female. Whether you're going up there with some with pure intentions of trying to find a partner, you understand? That's not what you're going to find when you're coming up out here on dating apps, okay? Especially if you're trying to get somebody out of Broome County. I'm just saying, you know? So, like I said, as I advocate for others, Sharane World must advocate for herself as well, right? So, listen, stay off them dating apps. Now, the video I displayed last, show, I'm going to break this down and we're going to have a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because you already know Sharane World came with a little bit receipts for you guys. You know what I think I'm gonna start doing? And not even what I think, what I am. Don't feel bad if you see Sharane World walking around with a shirt with these narcissists and these DV people plastered on it. All right? Don't get mad when I start walking around with shirts like that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then I'm gonna start having me some shirts that's gonna have some narcissistic words on it. All right. It's gonna be the words that Sharane will say. Yeah, it's gonna be the words. Don't be a supply, you know? Watch out for them narcissists. They be lurking in them clubs and bars and shinglings on them dating apps. I'm gonna have the most craziest logos on them shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. And they can happen because, as y'all don't know, Shereen will do have a DB. I have a DBA. Okay. I have, I have a, yeah, let's just put it like that. Okay. So we can get things done. All right. I also have a business, like a clothing business that I put to the side that I don't really do anything for at the moment. But I do have a clothing business that is called Queen's Boutique Collection, ladies and gentlemen. It is real. Look it up. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. You probably seen my business page come across and things like that. I don't really focus on that and things like that because honestly, my goal when I always, wanted to whatever I wanted to do for my future was either open up a clothing store. Okay, all right. I have my business license. Okay, I've done that. All right. The next step, I always wanted to work with kids. Okay, I've been in that position already worked in the field with kids, one-on-one aids, all of that type of stuff, special education services, and things like that. I've been in these school districts, okay? But then, when you go through domestic violence and then narcissistic abuse, you want to bring awareness about that. But now you're sitting back with all these thoughts in your head while you're going through all this stuff, right? Me, Sherang World. Now you got to narrow it down on what is it? What do you want to do? I don't have it all. CDL, nursing, done had it all. What do you want to do? Where do God want to point you? And that's right here spreading awareness to you guys. Yeah. See, if the courts is not going to do it, you know who going to do it? Sherane will. We going to make sure everybody know who these people are so you can stay focused because nobody should have to be on the internet talking about, are you dating this person or do you know this person because such and such and you met them on dating apps. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to get real busy on Sherane World. Let's go. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you tune in. If you got any questions, even if it's not on topic, drop them in the comment section. I answer them or whatever. Even if it's anything, pertaining to me or how I healed or what can you do or just any, suggestions, drop it in the comments. I'm here. Listen, I have a lot of you know, social skills. I could definitely talk to people, my community service is 100. Okay. So listen, all right. I keep telling y'all these narcissists be lurking in them clubs, them bars, them shindigs, and they lurk on them dating apps. Stay off the dating apps, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, let me talk to the ladies real quick. Ladies, Stay off them dating apps. You're not finding nobody up there. Let me show you what you're going to find. Let me show you exactly what you're going to find. You're going to find this type of stuff on the internet. Narcissist is lurking, ladies and gentlemen, okay? This is what you're going to find when you out there trying to find you somebody. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stay off them dating apps. You think you have, listen to this. I've been speaking to him for about 3 months. We met on a dating site. Ladies and gentlemen, what did I tell y'all to stay off of? Them dating apps, right? All right. So I just wanted to know if anybody else was also talking to him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the kingpin of narcissists up out here in these streets. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World. We are here. Let's go. Listen, this is not to call anybody out. This is not to for people to go out there and start pointing fingers. This is about awareness. This is what advocates do. We spread awareness. We bring justice, okay? And we listen, we change things around here, ladies and gentlemen. We call things out, okay? And a lot of people is not going to do that. You're not going to get a lot of advocates that's going to come out here and operate like this. So let me tell you, you're dealing with a peer mentor survivor, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Let me say that a little louder for you people in the back. You're dealing with a peer mentor survivor. We operate a little bit differently. Okay? All right? Right? So I'm advocating for myself, but you got people out there that's on the internet posting people on T apps. You know, this person has multiple TPOs. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all got to be aware out here. See, the courts need to do a little more better. This is why I say they need to be placed on the registry list because come on, ladies and gentlemen, look what's going on. For those of you that been following me on my YouTube channel, on my support group page and everything, know me personally or whatever the case may be, y'all know what I always been saying from day one. They lurk in them clubs, they lurk in them bars, they lurk in them shingdings, they be on them dating apps, right? And the narcissist skated through them court doors, all right? Got multiple TPOs on him. Y'all already heard me say this multiple times, okay? And this is why I advocate for myself and others because look at this. They move on to the next and then look how they operating. Let me tell you, the reason why this person has to come onto the internet and ask this question on a T app is due to the fact of the narcissist's actions. 9 times out of 10, that narcissist is doing dirty work. Okay, okay, we all know. If you say you've been messing with the narcissist for 3 months, he's doing dirty work, and I'm quite sure you've seen it. You don't understand, and he's love bombing you, gaslighting you because you're probably giving him some sort of supply. And this could go for anybody out there. But just pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. This is awareness so nobody gets sucked into this type of relationship, okay? Do not be out here being on these dating apps, okay? Please don't. All right. This is why we need more awareness out here in Broome County. We need more awareness about this. We need more people to start speaking up. Y'all need to be more educated. Stay off them dating apps. Because evidently the narcissist is out there with multiple supplies. If you have to come up on a dating app, on a T app, and ask this question. Because if that person, this narcissist, wasn't being a narcissist and wasn't being domestical or wasn't moving the way he's moving, you wouldn't have to come up on the internet and ask those type of questions. You understand what I'm saying? You like it just don't happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm saying. Stay off them dating apps. I got more to go, ladies and gentlemen. So tune in. If you're just tuning in, watching on the low, in the bushes, whatever, come and hop on the YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, right here ladies and gentlemen, and come get the awareness that you need. This is all about awareness so nobody else fall trapped, nobody else fall victim, no matter who you are. You know, men can fall victim like this. So I keep telling you, females operate just like this. All right. So this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. If you're trying to figure something out, go on these dating apps and these T apps, and you're gonna figure out if your person is out there doing something because they get posted up there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, y'all stay focused out here in Broome County. I don't know what's going on and going wrong in the water out here, but y'all stay focused and stay out them dating apps. All right. I understand. I say the clubs and the bars stay out the dating apps. They are in there. You know what else is in there? The police is in there. They lurking. They lurking for people like narcissists that got street pharmacist activity. They lurking for other people that got weird things going on the internet. Stay off of it. You're not finding your man on it. You can find your man or your woman outside in these streets in person. Okay. That's how it could go. You could find them in person. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay off them dating apps. I don't understand how they express it too much because this narcissist right here, I keep telling y'all, my narcissistic ex is out here looking for new supply. And he meeting people on the dating sites. Like, let's go. No, we gotta spread awareness. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen in Broome County, I keep telling y'all, stop getting love bombed by a car or what they trying to present to you in front of your face. Whatever that clown circus show, lion, whatever it is for them to get the supply up out of you, stop being love bombed by that. Okay? You're being blinded. You know? Stop being blinded by whatever this person is telling you, or whatever they're trying to show you, or whatever they try to manipulate you with. Stop it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here in Binghamton. Listen, I'm an advocate. I'm a peer mentor survivor advocate. I will speak up for anybody out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That is what we do. Right? Besides spreading awareness and things like that, we also have those voices as well, not just for ourselves, but for others. You get what I'm saying? Because these DV people and these narcissists, they need to stop operating like this. I told y'all, they don't go to the counselor, they just move on to the next supply and they do the same thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So get up out that clown shit circus show and recognize what's going on and going wrong. And Binghamton, wake up. I don't know what's going on with everybody out here, but wake up. I'm quite sure some of y'all are seeing what's going on and going wrong. I'm quite sure some of y'all are running across this information. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you like playing with fire, then you're gonna burn. If you wanna be 6 feet under, you might as well get that shovel. If you want to get used and abused in so many different ways, then get the shovel, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Sharane's World. Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. You know, it feels so good to come up here and spread this awareness. And it feels absolutely amazing to help other people get this information because that's what it's all about. As you know, a survivor dealing with this, it hurts to see other people fall down that same path, you know. And you want to try to save so many people that you can, but you can't, you know. So what can you do? You come and you start spreading awareness, right? Let's go. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. Listen, if you're just tuning in, whatever it is, make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're watching on my support group page, come on over, hit the like button, drop a comment, whatever it is, okay? Join World is here. And I am here to spread awareness, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. Okay? Stop messing with these narcissists. I keep telling y'all, they no good. No good. And the courts ain't doing no good either. But this is why they got this advocate right out here. It ain't but too long. It's going to get to the point that the narcissist going to have to leave. And I thought the narcissist said he was out of the town. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the mind games and the games that they play. But listen, no matter where the narcissists and these DV people go, no matter who they are, male or female, they just gonna operate the same way in the next town over, you know? I'm just saying. Yeah, we're gonna get into some stuff. We're gonna get into some voicemails, ladies and gentlemen. So tune in, you know, if you hiding in them bushes, okay? Listen, we're gonna get into some voicemails. So what I did was What I did was with these voicemails are basically separate voicemails. Okay. And so basically, let me see, I gotta turn that down. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. All right, we are here. So what I'm gonna do is the videos that I have, okay? Well, not the videos, the audio that I have, ladies and gentlemen, that is voicemail, okay? Those are voicemails, and they are separate voicemails. But what I had to do was I had to basically put it all in like one video, okay? So I'm gonna break it down to you guys what the voicemails are. All right, let's get into this. But that voicemails, I got some screenshots up here that I'm gonna get into. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. We're gonna get into it. And listen, the whole goal is for everybody to get the awareness. It's not for people to talk about people. It's not for people to judge people. This is why a lot of victims are scared to come out and talk because they get judged, and then they got narcissists and DV people that try to do smear campaigns on you, or they got people coming after them. Or then they have these suppliers in the cut that want to try to fight them because they think they winning. Listen, y'all can have the narcissists out there. And I'm going to say this with all my victims and survivors out there too. For them too. Y'all can have them. They don't want them either, because at the end of the day, it's a clown show. If you want to be in a clown show and you want to get paid for that, go sign up for the circus. Just go sign up for the circus. That's all you need to do is sign up for the circus, and you will be there. You will be getting paid. You get to go home. Listen, you get to keep your money to yourself, but they're going to use you. They're going to have you spinning around doing backflips left and right, ladies and gentlemen, until you into your grave. So I don't know, but we're going to get into this. Let's go. Let's get into some stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Let's kill the music and let's go. Welcome, y'all. So yes, we're gonna get into this one right here. Let me see how I'm gonna load this, because I need this to load in sequence. Okay. So these are gonna be some chats that you guys are gonna see, but I'm gonna try to load this up in sequence a little bit. So we're gonna get to this. Okay. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out. So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at, okay, is basically around the time that the narcissist sent me over this information about the fire, the Night's End fire, right? So this particular day, I know for a fact, when this happens and stuff like that, you know, let me tell you something. You're not gonna tell me how to advocate for people. And I know I came out with a video about this after this narcissist sent me this, right? People, I don't even know what he was trying to say. People or whatever dying out in the world promote some of this instead of Dash. You once said you will help me, right? And then he sends me a clip of that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. He's trying to tell me to go on and keep promoting about to stop promoting domestic violence. Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't have known about the Nights on Fire if it wasn't for the narcissist, because that particular day I was busy. I was doing like a production meeting that day that he sent me this stuff. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So this particular day I was at a production meeting for the radio station, and along my way back, I just sent over this information. I finally had some time to look at my phone. So I didn't even know anything happened in Endicott or whatever. I would have figured it out eventually, once I got home and settled and looked on the news and things like that. But the narcissist felt the need to send this to me and tell me to stop promoting about domestic violence and things like that, to promote about this. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, rest in peace to, the families that was lost in the nighttime fire and things like that. Nobody should have to go through no situation like that. And I totally understand. And I feel for all families that ended up having to become homeless behind them situations. And this town, honestly, is crazy. It's wicked how the government operates out here when it comes to, housing and just with a lot of things, okay? And not just that, but domestic violence too. But as me being a domestic violence advocate, you're not going to sit here, you're not going to tell me how to operate about here in these streets. No, no, it don't work that way. You're not going to sit here and tell me how to operate, how to do anything, how to talk, what to talk about, when to talk about it, or what to talk about. So this particular day, I had to call out to my advocate. Yes, I had to call my advocate, the police advocate, and I had to let her know, like, listen, this is what I'm being sent. Like, what is going on? Like, what are y'all doing? I've been calling y'all for months and months and months. Y'all been getting phone calls for months and months. Y'all been saying y'all gonna go in there and violate. Y'all been saying y'all gonna go in there and do this. What is going on? What is it gonna take? What more is it gonna take? You understand? Get this order protection, override, and get this over to a no contact order ASAP. Because no, he doesn't understand. Stop hitting me up. He doesn't understand nothing. And then he's sending me stuff like this, still trying to have control over something. You ain't got no control over nothing over here. But ladies and gentlemen, I did a video about this. And then you once said you will help me, right? Yeah, Sharane will said. I will help you. That's when we was into things and stuff like that. But Sherane will figure out how you operate. And everything that you say about here is all demon. It's all just a clown show. So, especially with the ring, the acting of married, being engaged, just all that type of stuff. It was all a clown show. Okay. So I don't care what you say, I don't care what it was. I don't care about the happy moments because them happy moments was clown show moments, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So now we're gonna get into the next one, right? So this is June of this year, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So now we're going to get into the next one that falls through after that statement. Okay. So here we go. Because he sends me the video. He says, stop inboxing me. Come on out. You understand? Stop inboxing. Right? So he says, okay, sorry, shaking my head. I all my shit is gone. And I'm gonna put up the next part. Let's keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharane. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all stay focused up out here in these streets. Okay, sorry, shaking my head. All my shit is gone. I was placed there. All I wanted to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I did a video about this already, but we're gonna tune this back. We're gonna roll this back. Whether he was placed there or not placed there, let me tell you something. Remember this that I did a video on? Let's go. If you've been following Sherane World and you've been in tune with Sherane World, then you will remember when I did a video to this about the mop bucket. This was the call on the bucket as well to call out. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna run it down real quick. The mop bucket. So this was sent to me way before those text messages that you guys are seeing. Okay, this was sent to me way before that. This was the narcissist trying to tell me that he has a new apartment. Okay, and that he has basically the similar mop bucket that I had. He said, great, basically telling me great choice of the mop bucket because back in January, I bought the same mop bucket, similar mop bucket. Let's get that correct. My mop bucket has the blue lining around it, okay? And my mop bucket is the one that separates the dirty water from the clean water. So it's like it has that blue thing. So it's basically a similar mop bucket. It's just his doesn't separate dirty from clean water. You understand what I'm saying? So, anyways, all right, so he sends me this, okay? This is way before those messages I was showing you guys. So, how was you in the nights and fire, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna move along. Let y'all heads get messed up with that because it just doesn't make sense. Whether you was there way before that fire happened, but you wasn't there, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't there. This is the mind games that they play, and this is why I had to do what my advocate told me to do. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to 911 and make that report, ladies and gentlemen, because why is you contacting? And this is when I came out with the video of what I told you what the cop was saying. Like, when he seen the messages and he was like, "Oh, you're not responding," and things like that. Because there's other messages that was being taken that day. And no, nobody's responding to the narcissist. He doesn't understand that. He don't understand. So this is why you need to call him. You need to tell him to stop hitting me up. How about that? You do that. So I appreciate that officer for doing that because the narcissist finally blocked me. Okay. Not all the way. He just blocked my main page. He never blocked my support group page on Facebook. And of course he watches the YouTube channel, but oh well, who cares, right? Anyways, right. So now we're gonna get into, let's see. We'll move along. And we're gonna get into this, right? So I have a video of what happened this night. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, y'all stay focused when y'all out here dealing with people that has narcissistic personality disorders, or people that don't want to go get help, or people that are lying to you, are giving you a different persona about who they are. Okay. If you gotta hit the internet and ask somebody these type of questions like this, then something ain't right, ladies and gentlemen. Something's not right. The narcissist is still out there doing what he want to do with multiple supplies and a cult. Okay? And then you got women out there that's trying to deal with the narcissist and don't even realize they dealing with a whole narcissist. They being swindled, love bombed, and gaslit, that they got to hit the internet. It didn't even take the narcissist 6 months. What did I tell you about the infatuation stage? It's between 6 to 12 months. It didn't even take the narcissist that long for somebody to hit the internet and say, hey, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. Right? That's crazy work, right? Crazy. So y'all stay focused and don't be love bombed and gaslit and manipulated about here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on Facebook, all right, I mean, if you are on YouTube, okay, and you want to figure out what is my Facebook support group page, this is my support group page right here. This is the logo to it. If you go on Facebook, you put in domestic violence and narcissistic relationships, I survive. Screenshot it so you could be able to go in there and put it in Facebook. And this is what's going to pop up. This is the logo to my support group page. Hit the follow button. You might see another logo that might pop up and it might say private on it, but don't worry about that part. Come to this side and we'll go from there, ladies and gentlemen. No matter who you are, male or female, no matter where you located. But in Binghamton, y'all come on over and get the awareness. All right. There's nothing but peace over there. There's a lot of people up there. Okay, like I said, I got almost 3K followers up there. That ain't much, but it's enough when it comes to domestic violence and spreading awareness. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of other people up there that is sharing their stories or whatever. You never know. Maybe your story could soothe somebody else's story up there. All right. Everybody on my page is not ashamed. They're not afraid to say what they got to say about their story or whatever it is, or to share whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen. I do monitor everything on that page. Nothing goes past my eye on that page. Okay, so if you think I'm not up there because I don't post or whatever, I'm up there. I'm monitoring every single thing. Just like right now, I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on my support group page and I'm live on my main page. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all stay focused right here locally in Binghamton and any other, the surrounding areas in Broome County and also nationwide. So let's go. Welcome to Sharane's, everybody. We are about to get into the audios, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go. Let's get into this. We're going to give it a second. Okay. Listen, make sure y'all follow. Make sure if you're in the Broome County area, Binghamton, Broome County, Southern Tier, upstate New York City, whatever, you get the WBDY 99.5 FM. If you get that radio station, make sure y'all tune in every Friday. I go live on the air every Friday. Every Friday, I go live at 6 p.m. every Friday on the air, Sharane World Radio Show. Okay, that's what it's called, just like my YouTube channel. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all tune into that if you can. Also, check it out online. You can also go to the WBZY dot online. All right, and you can go to their website and you can listen to it online as well. All right, but once that show is done, ladies and gentlemen, um, it gets posted onto the Patreon, either my Patreon or the radio station Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, tune into it. You don't want to miss. Also, tune into my flyers. I have flyers on my community wall. Make sure y'all read that. Get the information up there. There's a lot of events going on out in Broome County that you don't want to miss. And Sharane World will definitely be there. Um, I don't tolerate drama. I don't tolerate mess. I don't mix and mingle with supplies. I don't do none of that. It's straight advocate, straight awareness, and that's just how it's gonna go. So nobody come to me, ask me about no Mr. Smith. Nobody come and ask me about nobody because I'm an advocate and I'm out here spreading awareness. The most I'm gonna tell you is, do you need some assistance? Do you need some resources? What you need? You need the Domestic Violence National Hotline number. You want to talk to the RISE? Mm-hmm. Want to talk to the RISE program? Do y'all need some counseling? Because I don't tolerate domestic violence. I don't care who you are, and I don't have one bad bone in my body, ladies and gentlemen. I don't wish bad on nobody, but I tell you this much: some narcissists will receive their karma, no matter who they are, no matter where they at, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's go. Welcome to Strange Zone. We're gonna get into this right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna we're gonna get into this audio stuff that I do want to play. Okay, so let's get into this. We're gonna get into some audio things. I'm just setting it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, because then you guys will be able to hear it, and we can be able to go from there. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Welcome to Sharane's World. Let's get into this. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm coming to you, and I'm going to show you guys, well, let you guys listen to some audios, okay? And these are like voicemails. So all of this is about awareness on how they will try to hoover you, swindle you, manipulate you, gaslight you, and do whatever it is that they can try to do to get you back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, all right? We're going to share some audio and then we're going to go from there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so welcome to Sharanesville. We're going to get into it. Let's go. All righty, just 1 second. Let's see. We're going to get right into it. Because I'm telling y'all, it is real about here in these streets when you got to mess with these DV and these narcissists and, just whatever it is, right? Let's see. Let's go. We're gonna get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder how's everybody's evening going. How's everybody evening going? Is everybody staying safe up out there in them streets? Just let me know. Let Sharane bro know you staying safe, because that is the goal, making sure people are staying safe. You know, if you need to reach out to 911, that's just what you gotta do, ladies and gentlemen. You got to do that. You gotta reach out. Okay. I'm just checking something real quick before we get into the audio, and then I'm gonna let you guys know all about it. And I'll let y'all know all about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got over here. I'm just checking this stuff, and then we're gonna get into this audio. Let's go. Let's see. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this audio that I'm going to play, it is basically like, all right, so there's different voicemails, okay? And I have the times and everything written down of the voicemails, but what I had to do was I had to make it into one whole video. So basically, you guys are gonna hear multiple voicemails in this audio, but I had to make it into one, you know, video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So all in total, you might be hearing about six different voicemails. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So you're gonna hear six different voicemails. One voicemail is gonna be from 4/3/26 at 11:35 p.m. Another one is gonna be at 4/3/26 at 11:36 p.m. Then another voicemail is gonna be at 4/3/26 at 11:37. Then another one is gonna be at 4/3/26 at 11:50 p.m. Then there's gonna be another one at 11:55 p.m., on 4/3/26. And then you have another one for 4/4 for 6:32 a.m. And then after that, he basically done got blocked up out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Because nobody was answering to the narcissist. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, nobody was answering. All right. So these are the audios that I'm going to play, and you guys are going to listen to this. This is as an, awareness to show you guys this is how narcissists, whether they're a male or female, will try to operate and act when you go no contact. All right. And this audio is basically for you to take as education. Okay. So, for educational purposes, you use this for educational purposes so you can understand what's going on and going wrong within your relationship, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. That's what you got to do. All right. So, and as advocates, this is what we do. We bring awareness. We got to show you what's going on so you can educate yourself. All right. So now we're gonna get into, you know, some of the audios. Let me get it real quick, and then we're gonna get into it. Let's go. All right, so Leo. All right, let's go. We're gonna get into some of this audio, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna turn it up so you guys can hear it, and we're gonna go from there. But I'm gonna let it play out. Like I said, It's these are different voicemails, six different voicemails that is just put into one whole clip because I didn't want to sit here and just do each one and each one. So I just recorded each voicemail. Okay, it's six of them, and I'm just gonna let it play out, and you guys can listen to it, and you guys can tell me, have you been in a situation? Are you dealing with something like this? Because if so, this is what this is what's called when you go no contact. Okay, when you go no contact and you get voicemails like this from a male or female, it'll make you want to call them back, but don't. You have to stand your ground when you're dealing with somebody that has domestic tendencies and narcissistic tendencies as well. Okay, so let's go. Let's get into the audio, and we're gonna go from there. Let's turn it up. I hope I turn. Oh wait, it's not turned up. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta put this back on the Bluetooth, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeremy, I need surgery. Jeremy, I need surgery. Jeremy, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to touch you. I want to touch you. I want to touch you. You know, I want to talk to you. You know, I want to talk to you. Can you just please talk to me? Can you just please talk to me? Mm, mm, can you tell me that?
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You have it right there. I'm telling you guys, this is how them people operate out there in the streets, okay? That's how they operate. I'm just saying, that's just how they operate. That's how they operate. That's, gentlemen, just crazy. So if you're dealing with something like that and you go no contact, right? To the fact, and when you have an iPhone, everybody knows when you have an iPhone and somebody's calling from a number that never called you before. For some odd reason, iPhone had this little thing where it has an automated system that will pick up the call for you. Okay. It would pick up that call and it would say, leave your name or, whatever it is, leave whatever it is. So that's what it would say. So it picked up the calls for me. So that's why you would keep hearing him say, his name because he would call off his regular number, is blocked, and then he's calling from that number. You understand? So I'm telling you, if you are dealing with somebody with narcissistic personality disorder and you trying to go, this is what they're gonna do to you. They're gonna call your phone, they're gonna stalk you, they're gonna harass you, they're gonna try to manipulate you, and they're gonna try to love bomb you all over again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's let's hear this again. Let's just hear this. Let me do this. Hold on. Because I'm just saying, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Just listen to this. There's no way, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all going through this out there. This is when y'all get love bombed. This is when y'all get love bombed and gaslit right back. And imagine if I would just pick up that phone right when I'm getting these voicemails. That's when I'm fighting through. I'm like, yeah, Tiana, you making it. Yeah. And now you're getting these calls. You know how easily I could have been swindled back in? And the narcissist is back out there on round five, six, seven, who knows? You understand? So listen, we're gonna run this back and y'all gonna just listen to how they operate because I know y'all dealing with this. And ladies and gentlemen, if this is happening to you and you went no contact, stay strong. Right through all of this, he's violating a whole order of protection. While he's doing this, calling back to back, calling back to back. I told y'all these voicemails are 6 to 7 different voicemails. And I had to put it into one audio clip so you guys can hear it. Okay. They're being at one at 11:35, 11:36, 11:37, 11:50, 11:55, and the next thing is 6:32 a.m. You understand what I'm saying? And it keeps going on. So we're gonna rewind this back one more time.
Journey, I need surgery. Journey, I need surgery. Journey, I need surgery. Thank you. So, something. You just please close it. You just please close
So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, let's go. Let me tell y'all something. The narcissist went through about 3 to 4 different emotions in them video, in our, the audios, the voicemails that he left. He done went from a little angry, it sounded like he was crying, didn't sound like he was angry, and then sound like he was frustrated. And listen, he went through mad different personalities, those voicemails. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I know y'all out there. There's somebody out there that's going through this right now, where they getting voicemails, whether it's a female, the females is doing it too. Okay, I know there's somebody out there getting the same type of energy that I just showed y'all. And the whole goal is for you guys to get this as awareness, okay? I keep telling y'all, they out there, they looking for new supply, they on them dating apps. Stay off them dating apps, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't finding your man or your women on them dating apps. You gonna keep finding somebody that has narcissistic and DV issues. Let me tell you why, because they feel like nothing but uh females with low self-esteem or whatever the case may be, chill up on them dating apps. Know your worth. You don't need to be on no dating app, ladies and gentlemen. Get you somebody out in the street, all right? In the street that you see walking by or something. You don't need to be on no on any Facebook, any dating apps, meeting anybody, especially you don't know them. And now you got to sit on the internet and figure out who they are because I know for a fact They're treating you like shit, ladies and gentlemen. So please stay off them dating apps. And if you out there, like I always say, if you mess with my narcissistic ex, 9 times out of 10, you in a domestic, narcissistic, supply, and all types of situations up out there in them streets. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, y'all. Mm-hmm. Get that good awareness over here, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about awareness. Yeah, I listen. No matter who you are, I got the same energy for all my victims out there. Okay? If you're going through a tough time, a bad time, Sharane will gonna have that energy for you too. Okay? I'm gonna bring that same energy to help you out as well because at the end of the day, you need that type of person. And this is what Pyramid Tour Survivors is all about. We've been there. We've been through it. And we know what victims and survivors and thrivers need up out here. So we know how to maneuver both. You understand? We know how to bring the awareness, but also not just bringing awareness, but also making a change, also helping other people. I love the fact that I can help other people, not just Binghamton, but other places too. It feels good, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. Stay about them clown shows. Stay about them clubs, them bars, them shindigs, them after hours spots, wherever they are. Okay? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Binghamton is wild style. All they do is sit here and talk about each other. It's just crazy. You understand? They report everything back to like, you know what y'all need to report in Broome County? Let me tell y'all what y'all females out here need to start reporting. Instead of reporting on each other, talking about each other, start reporting about domestic violence. Start reporting about mental health. Start reporting about things that's actually good about here in these streets. Because y'all are toxic. I keep telling y'all, every time I look up on the internet, there's always something going on and something going wrong right here located in Broome County. You understand what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay focused. Every time. Stop getting on these internets, talking about each other, going behind each other back. Let me tell you what they do. What they do is, one person has a problem with one, right? And then they see their baby daddy or they see their baby mama, and then they talking about them. And now it's a whole big shindig out here. Yo, when are y'all gonna cut it out here? When are y'all gonna heal and educate each other out here? You understand what I'm saying? What is going on in the water in Broome County? It can be a change. Everybody can make a change out here. When it comes to domestic too, it could be a big change. You understand? But every time you flip up on the internet, it's something going on, it's something going wrong. And what's crazy? It's always these females. The female. Yo, come on, y'all supposed to be, there for each other. Not talking about each other. Y'all supposed to be helping each other figure out how to make money with each other. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be out there trying to figure this life out because it ain't getting easy out here in this world. But instead of that, y'all going against each other, all due to a fact because of a man, a narcissist, somebody with DV tendencies. It's too many men up out here in these streets. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem out here is y'all sit up out here and y'all all date each other men and y'all all think y'all better than each other. And instead, most of y'all been through domestic violence. Most of y'all been through narcissistic abuse. And half of y'all are dating the same man and woman up out here in these streets. So hang it up with all that toxic stuff. Well, when I see you, I'ma beat you. And then y'all hit the internet and all of this. What is up with that? Like that is crazy and that's dirty work. And y'all unhealed and y'all toxic and y'all uneducated up out here in these streets, okay? And like I said, I'm on y'all next. I'm on all y'all next. All y'all narcissists. So if you got narcissistic tendencies and you got DV tendencies, I'm on your neck. Okay? I don't care who you are, male or female. It's all about the awareness. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all need to move more better when it comes to Broome County. Y'all want a difference out here? Y'all want to change or make a change? Listen, I get it. Housing, all that other stuff that's going on and going wrong out here. But it's also domestic violence issues that's going on and going wrong out here. It's a lot of issues going on out here. Y'all be in them clubs too much. And like I said, granted, it's nothing wrong with going to the clubs because people do want to go out and have a good time. So let the people that do want to go out and have a good time and enjoy the good music and enjoy the DJ that's taking their time to travel and come all the way out there with all their equipment and enjoy, the other people that want to come out there and enjoy themselves. But instead, they got to sit amongst toxic men and women that's out there plotting on whatever. Well, you got people that's really out there trying to have a good time, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Y'all gotta stay focused out here in Broome County. It's too weird out here. And this is why Sharane don't go out in them clubs and bars and shingdings. And listen, and I don't like to put anything past anything, but this is why I'm still trying to see if I'm debating on going to the Caribbean Day parade. You know what I'm saying? I'm debating because there's always something going on and going wrong. Listen, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from the city. I've been to Labor Day parades too many times. All right up on Eastern Parkway, too many times, been there, done it. Understand, know it. All right, boom. But is it worth my energy to come out and deal with people that's toxic, or can we have a good time? Like, I don't understand. People going out to these events, and then the next minute, this one seeing that one, and now you got somebody up on the phone. Yeah, yeah, so and so here. Yup, they got somebody with them. You might want to come down here. And then now something popping up at the event. Like, what? Like, it's crazy. Y'all men, y'all DV men, y'all narcissistic men, start keeping it real up out here in these streets. Why y'all can't keep it real? Give somebody the choice. I can respect a person that kept it real. Like I said to the narcissist, oh, why you just ain't keep it real? You could have gave me the option, the choice. And this goes for ladies too. Keep it real. That would give somebody the option to deal with you or not deal with you. So if these narcissists came to you and they was like, boom, I have narcissistic personality disorder. Um, I deal with multiple supplies. I'm trying. I'm trying. This is just what I got going on. Do you respect that? That's up to you to accept it or not. So if you start dealing with them, now you know what you in debt for when you're dealing with them. You get what I'm saying? Now you know what you're dealing with. But don't complain. Don't complain. If y'all jump into these relationships and you accepting it and then start complaining, then you ditzy too. Because let me tell you something. Stop accepting bad behavior from these men and women up out here in these streets. Okay. If you catching them up too many times, you don't need to be with them. It's not worth your energy. If you gotta hop on the internet and ask people if they dating them, if they been with them, or anything like that, it ain't worth your energy out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen, because all you want to get is all the supplies. They're gonna start coming out. And then you don't know what that narcissist could do to you. I feel bad. I will hope that the narcissist don't put his hands on that person. You know what I'm saying? Because these people don't know who they're operating with. They don't know that these people got DV tendencies. You said 3 months, baby girl. You don't even know what you're dealing with. Yeah, you still got more learning. You got more time to go. He still love bombing you and gaslighting you. But your third eye's trying to creep. It's trying because you're trying to hit the internet and ask people. Because there's something that sparked your woman intuition to put this person on the internet and say, hey, is anybody else dealing? Was it the phone being flipped over? Was it the too many lies of saying he going one place and he ain't? Did you catch him up with multiple supplies? Is it the street pharmacist activities? Is he always at the clubs and the bars and the shingding? Is he saying he going out with the brother all the time, but really not with the brother? He's really out with multiple supplies. Every time that narcissist told me he was going to clear a warrant down in New York City, he kept lying to me about that. He would swear up and down, and he would do this on days that I have to go to work because he knew that I would want to go with him to help him out. You get what I'm saying? So it would be, days that I have to go to work and stuff, and I can't call out, and I can't. You understand? And he'll be like, "Oh, I'm going down to the city. My brother gonna take me to go clear my warrant." Da, 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 da. Every time he went down there, ladies and gentlemen, he was not clearing a woman. He kept lying through the skin of his teeth all the way to the time he came down. And he kept using that same lie for a while, ladies and gentlemen, until I started digging. You understand what I'm saying? Because your third eye will be opened eventually when they keep using the same lie. And then one time he got confronted about it, and that was the night that the police had to get called. You understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So listen, y'all stay focused in Broome County. Y'all get the education that you need. And listen, this is Sharane's world. And I don't got time for the toxic stuff. I'm a peer mentor survivor. So don't come to me asking me questions about anybody. Just get the awareness. Whatever I'm telling you through my awareness, through my social medias, through my advocacy, get that awareness. So if you ever met, dealt with this person, don't come to me saying, hey, X, Y, and Z. This is what you do. Get this awareness and move along, ladies and gentlemen. Because let me tell you something, you know, it's no need to be toxic. I'm a thriver. I healed. I went. I'm happy I'm out of that situation. Because you can't love bomb me, gaslit me. It is game on. Okay. And the crazy thing about it is they're so good at it. They're good at it. They're good. See, I gotta stay focused, okay? And I appreciate you all. I know it's only 5 in the evening, but ladies and gentlemen, Sharane World will be back a little later with another video. Alrighty, super shout out to Tyree Presley. I appreciate you for liking the video. I appreciate it. Super round of applause. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the awareness. Get the awareness. Please get out these clown shows. Tell a friend, tell a friend. If you know a family member, if you know anybody in these situations, please help them get out the situation. We need to do more awareness. Y'all need to do more education. Broome County needs to be more strict when it comes to these situations. Because it's real, because I told y'all. And mind you, there was already another person after that, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's too many supplies. Okay? So they don't learn. Y'all stay focused in Broome County. And welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate every last one of y'all. Listen, if you want me to start staying up here a little longer, y'all gotta start coming in the chat. I'll come talk to y'all in the chat. The next time I come live, listen. Come on in, come in the chat, drop some comments, whatever. I'll talk to y'all a little longer. I don't mind. I have no problem. Okay? But let's go. Just let me know if you want me to come up here a little longer. Hit the like button on this video. Or the next time you catch me live, come on over to YouTube, open up your phone or whatever, come into the comment section, and come chat with me. I don't mind having a conversation, ask questions, whatever. My situation, your situation, maybe a family member. Okay? Thank you, everybody. And I appreciate you all. And welcome to Sharane's World. We are out of here. Let's go. Get that awareness, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.